up and down weekend in China. Congrats on the sprint pole, sprint win, but then of course the disqualification came at the Grand Prix. How have you and the team dealt with that and discussed it, and hopefully it won't happen again? And then looking ahead to Suzuka here, what is possible for yourself and for Ferrari?
Yeah, well, I was at the factory with the team during the week. Really impressed with how the team digested and worked through the analysis and figuring out ways of working better moving forwards. Better processes and just being hopefully make sure that doesn't happen again. And then coming here this weekend. I mean, every weekend I do with the team is a new experience, at the track that I've been to before, but obviously it's the first time in a Ferrari around this track, and I don't know what to expect in terms of how the car will feel necessarily, but I feel positive. Obviously I've got 2 races behind me now and experienced the tyres, and like for example the C2 tyre that we had in the last race, I hadn't actually driven that before, so finally got a race with that under my belt, and yeah, I feel positive coming this weekend.
What can we expect this time? Because everyone is still like, oh, Ferrari with like super high expectations. So what do you think?
I mean, I think there was a lot of hype, obviously, it's the start of the season. I think what's important to remember is that this is my first year with the team. I've come to a team I didn't expect to win from the get-go, and I didn't expect us to be fighting for the championship straight away. I've just really tried to spend this time observing how the team operates and how we're running, and learn as fast and as much as I can. And I've just been highlighting to the guys that my first time driving in the rain was the first race on the Sunday, and then I didn't actually get to do any of the. I was reflecting after the last 2 races. I didn't get to do the Abu Dhabi test, obviously, because I was obviously still with Mercedes. All the other drivers got to test those tyres, the 2025 tyres, and then when I came to do my Bahrain test and do my long run, I didn't even get to do it because we broke down. So my first long run in the dry, 20 laps, was actually the sprint race, which I'm quite happy with how I treated those tyres. And then the next day, we made some changes to the car, and it wasn't the right direction, and made it difficult through qualifying, and then particularly in the race. So, but lots and lots of learnings to take from those 2 weeks, and I feel that's really helped prepare us better for moving forwards.
Luis, you were speaking about tires. Here, like in China, in the first sector, there is a new tarmac. Here's the difference made by hitting the tire windows right away. Do you need to work on this as a team?
No, I think we get the tires getting the tires in the window. I think can be a challenge. I think having them in sync, so you can have the rears in the window and the fronts not in the window, or you can have the fronts in the window. Trying to get them to you kind of want to enter the first corner with the rears slightly below, and then through the corner they can kind of come up. So then if you start with too hot temperatures, then you have third sector often is an issue. If you start too cold, you have instabilities, lose too much in sector 1, and you might gain some back in the next 2. But trying to find the balance between that is a real challenge.